Hello traders, welcome back to the Chart Whisperer. I am Tsepo, back again with another analysis video. Do me a favor, please hit that like button there, subscribe, and make sure you help us get it out to more people who will find it valuable. Also, please do me a favor, click the link in the description, join the Telegram channel so that once you've seen the analysis here, you can also follow with what I'll be doing throughout the trading day. So without any further ado, let's get into the analysis. Beginning with the Dow Jones, I have had two levels of drop, as you can see quite clear there. The beginning of the downtrend on the 1 hour. I expect to see one more level of drop. Unfortunately, I don't have any points of interest in terms of a stop and high trade. Maybe a continuation. I'll have my alert here at last week's low. Maybe we can get a continuation, but in the form of a stop hunt, we've got nothing there, so I'm more likely to stay out, but we'll see how price develops. Over to the Nasdaq, one level of drop. One more note I must mention actually about the Dow Jones is that since we've had two levels, I kind of expect them to make it all the way to the Mayo for a, normally after two levels of any direction, they sometimes do come back to the Mayo, so it's likely for that to happen before the price continues to complete the downtrend. And as I was saying, Nasdaq, one level of drop, not exactly complete the second one yet, but I still expect them to drop. I'm expecting one more level of, two more levels of drop from here before price resumes the long-term uptrend. So I'm going to drop down to 15 minutes where I'm looking to take a trade. I'm looking for a stop hunt high drop trade right here at last month's, is it the high? I think it's last month's high. Yeah, I want to get a nice reversal pattern over there, preferably two legs. As you know, high probability setups only valid on this side. If I can get just a nice stop hunt there, then I'll be sure to take it short. Click the link in the description for you to find out whether or not I took the trade. The pound, to be completely honest, I'm not quite sure I understand what's going on here. They've been chopping around in this area for quite some time. Let's just have a look at the 4 hour. 1, 2, 3. That explains a lot. They're in the third level of the 4 hours, so they've been chopping in this region for a while. As you can see, I'd imagine there's obviously some liquidity trapped here. Prices behavior is evidence of that, so maybe they'll be dropping today, likely at last month's high, but I'm not a fan since they've been playing around this region a little too much. So I'll just wait out for a second and see what happens. Maybe things will get clearer throughout the course of the week. EURUSD, however, I'm expecting to go short there for sure. 3 levels of rise, they completed it. It was quite clear. It took quite some time, but they did complete the move. I expect them to hit the high and reverse. This could be our anchor, but I highly doubt. It's a nice looking M though, let's be honest. It's a nice looking M. They could be using this as an anchor. However, based on what I'm seeing right now, price could come back up and tap something up here first before reversing. And as you can see, that the ADR there is making sure that I stay out of this trade. So I'll just be on the sidelines, but I definitely expect them to hit the high then drop. Australian has been chopping for way too long as well. 2 levels of rise, 2 levels of drop here and there. It's more of the 4 hour chop, which doesn't make sense because I do expect them to continue rising on the 4 hour. So I'll just see what happens there, but I'll be staying out. Probably be staying out for a while until it starts to make sense again. Remember, my priority is to take high probability setups, high quality setups. So if I'm questioning the direction for any reason, I'd rather stay out and wait until everything's clear. USDCAD completed their 3 levels of drop. It took them quite a long time, but they did complete them. I expect to see them create an anchor before reversing. Looks like there could be something there at last week's high. We don't know for sure, but price definitely, price definitely wanted to pull back from there for a reason. In terms of a trading opportunity, I want to take it long right there by Friday's low, which is also last week's low. It's nice, always nice when it coincides like that. It could be a nice multi-session W actually. Price spent all of Asia consolidating, so I want to see. I still wanted to, 22 trade, so I still want to see them give me a two-legged setup down there before price reverses, and then we can take them for a long-term buy for about 3 levels. Down to the Swiss franc, just about the same thing to an extent. 3 levels of drop were quite clear over there, looking to reverse the trend, sorry. Looks like they might have done that first leg peak as well during Friday's Asian session. We'll see how that develops. However, the ADR low is keeping me out of the action, so I'll just monitor from afar. But I expect them to definitely come back down here, unless of course it is a half a bet formation, then it'll be basically kind of straight away from here. But I actually expect them to come all the way down there, give us a little pin there or something. Or maybe if I'm lucky, price comes down during the course of today, and then maybe hangs around close by to before they hit the low properly tomorrow. But only time will tell. For now, I won't be taking any trades there. And then finally, the S&P 500, again, 3 levels of rise as well. They did their first level of drop. They're looking to complete their second level of drop. Price looks like it wants to go fetch some orders somewhere, maybe up there, some liquidity. I can't say for sure. Unfortunately, the only place where I could have taken a trade today was last month's high. Would have liked that actually, but price didn't shot right past there, so there's nothing for me to take here, and the ADR keeps me out of everything. So I'll just be on the sidelines, waiting for price to clear itself up. But I do expect them to drop it for sure. And when you look at it like that, all I could actually trade today is USDCAD, which I'm perfectly fine with. Let me see. Did I say there was something on EURUSD? Nope, just USDCAD is the only one that could present a trading opportunity. Oh yeah, Nasdaq too, my bad. Just those two. They often correlated, so I don't really like it when those two go the opposite ways, but that's neither here nor there. And anyway, that's the end of today's analysis video. Again, make sure to click the link in the description, join the channel. There's also a discussion group in there, by the way. There's a link in there. You can join the discussion group. Let's have a little conversation about what you're trading, maybe what you're seeing. Maybe you don't agree with what I'm seeing here, you know. It was always nice to bounce off some ideas. I believe it's mutually beneficial, so make sure you join the community. I will be giving out value, and like I said, as price develops, I will give a little bit of narration and tell you what I'm going to be doing in terms of making any trading decisions. So join the group, and make sure you trade profitably today, and I'll see you guys in the next video.